All right.
Awesome. Awesome. And you guys can hear me just fine, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Sounds good.
Awesome. Hey, what's up, Cam fam? Thank you for joining us with another installment of EverMore with EverLore. I'm your LM and host, Uriah, and I play Vandra slash Jade. We are here super excited to jump right into some stuff. Say hi to Cam fam, everybody.
What's up, Cam?
Awesome, awesome. And so normally we start these off with a recap. So I'm going to go ahead and ask who wants to go ahead and try for the recap of last week.
Hey, before we do, I just want to send a shout out to our boy Nicholas Cardarelli.
Yes.
He and his family, are going through some things. So just wanted you to know that we're going to be praying for you, and we hope everything goes out well. We're looking forward to some more episodes of Raised on D&D. So we're hoping that everything goes well. All right.
Also, Nicholas Cardarelli had a Raised on D&D anniversary giveaway, and I would like to let him know that I received my trays and dice that I'm going to be using for this session that I won as part of that giveaway. So big thanks and shout out to him and Raised on D&D and that whole family.
Very nice. Very nice. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to it.
Yep. So who wants to go ahead and start? Who wants to try for the recap?
You already know I raised my hand. You already know it.
I'm gonna follow. I'm into
after Bill.
Okay. So I've got.
Try to play cleanup if there's anything that.
Okay, so I have 4 people. Stitch, you don't want to try?
Just try. All
right. Stitch gonna try.
Let's get first.
Alrighty.
No. We do not want that.
All right. So on my screen, it is Dave, Caleb, Mike, Anthony, and then Davey. So Dave, you'll be 1, 2. Caleb, 3, 4. Mike, 5, 6. Anthony, 7, 8. And Davey, you'll be 9 and 0.
Hey, what's up, Doug and Nene?
Yes. Welcome. Oh, it was a 0. So that is. There it is. 0. That's Davey.
Davey.
What? How am I? Oh, I was last. Oh, I thought it was Uncle Mike. Okay. So after we came out of the pool, we were talking about what happened, and what's your name?
And 10 hours later,
Arendricella had some of the blood from the pool moved into like a smaller blood pool, and Belac and Arendricella heard little noises, but Rastilian heard Father of the Blood, defender of the nation, and it was coming from the small blood pool. So Rastilian told that to Arendricella, and Arendricella said, the next generation of halflings have chosen us.
Okay.
After that, Arendricella talked to Belac about seeing if he can help with his blood, because she thinks he's the cure to the plague that's going on in this area right now. So he says yes, and he gets stabbed twice by large. I don't think we figured out what they were, but it's like statues almost. So she asked Rastilian what he wants. I said I gotta fix my bow. Belac said he has to fix his armor. So she told Rastilian, and she asked Rastilian if he wants the Prime to do it or if he wants her to do it. And Rastilian says the Prime because she's the defender. So we leave off, and the next day, Belac is awoken with 2 stabs again. The giants again, the creatures, and Rastilian is woken up by Zulnara, a regent Brachus guard. So she is there to take Rastilian to the Prime. So they get on a dinosaur, and they head far away to this overgrowth. It's like it's a wall of vines almost. And Rastilian goes down in front of it, teleports forward, and that's where we are.
Okay. All righty.
Hey,
Anyone want to?
Hey
Go
guys,
ahead.
Savage
Yes.
Black. Well, Vogler, hey, good having you here. He's just chilling, and then Savage Black said, "What's up, fellas? Let's get some killing in." We'll get there. I think. I don't know. We'll see.
I might.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4. So go ahead, Kaliff.
Yeah. All right. So last episode on EverLore. It's the rest of Wahuru that aren't the halflings. We are currently entering a cave with Liwano. We're heading in, and we notice that some of the vines on the inside they're glowing a little bit. And so as we're heading further in, we start to see moss on the sides until we come to like a really tight opening where Monotopa gets scared. So Kaliff prays to his spirit, or I guess not prays. He asks for help from a spirit. He asks for help from a spirit, and it's the Mother of the Darkness, I believe, who yanks Monotopa up out of there. And so the rest of Wahuru come walking through this tight crevice. We come to like a slope. We slip down. I help Vandra a little bit, a little schlippy. We head further forward, and we get to this gap. And everybody has different ideas on how to cross it. Stitch and Vandra try to fly across. Vandra flying across to save Stitch after he gets stuck. Seeing that both of his companions are about to fall to their death, Kaliff tries to ask for the wind spirit to give them a gust of wind to fly across, and that just got shut down. So Stitch and Vandra are kind of falling to their death until they're not. They come back up from the top, and they start falling again. And that's when Mako, the sand golem of Liwano, said, "All right, that's enough. I'm helping you." So he snatches you guys and sets you on the other side. Monotopa teleports Kaliff across using the darkness after he comes back. There's a part towards the end where there's a great big open area, and Kaliff prays to some spirit. Well, he offers sacrifice to spirit he probably shouldn't, and he gets eaten up for it. And that's about where we left off.
Okay. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and roll a d6. It's interesting because the last 2 fell off, so you guys have the same numbers. Guys, I'm not making this up. It's just back. It's just going back. So Mike, it's all you, man.
Oh, great. Great choice.
Have
Well,
Max rolling.
I think they did a great job. One thing they didn't mention was how Monotopa feels stronger in the cave area that we're in. We try to figure out what's the mystery behind that. Also, too, well, I want clarification. Last week, it was rumored that Stitch was screaming like a baby. I want the record to show that he was rumored. All right, so I want the record to show that. And that's all I got, y'all.
Yo, that's hilarious. Stitch is out here talking about it was rumored. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we finally broke the pattern. It was a
1.
There you go.
So who's that?
That is Dave.
That's the last person in, right?
No.
All right. That's what? Oh, you gotta go. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so a lot of that happened.
Don't cover my stuff, and you'll be good.
All right. So some things were happening with Monotopa, and the group didn't fully trust that Monotopa was Monotopa, so they were kind of suspicious. But while they were going through the cave, Kaliff kept just offering blood to everything all willy-nilly, and came to find out that that's not really something he should be doing. At the end of the evening, when we were all in the enclosure with Liwano, he had one of the guardians of the area. It was a Cladron, which is one of our giants. It's of course a zombie Cladron, and so it just stood guard over us through the night.
Okay. Alrighty then. Go ahead, Kate. Actually, let me roll and see if it hits you. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, bud.
Hey,
Uh,
Savage Black said that boy was screaming, "Rush to my daughter."
Hey.
Savage Black, man.
Turn to savage. Yeah. So Belac, he woke up. He didn't even get to do his hair before he was getting stabbed. And so yeah, that happened. But then
Rise and shine.
yeah, Zonara, he was like, "Hey, yo, we're still." Well, she was Rastilian. She took him somewhere. Belac doesn't really care. So Belac, he was on a mission. He wanted to find a blacksmith to get his armor, to get his stealth cloak, to be more protective. And so, he was walking around. He asked the guard, point him to his nearest blacksmith. And so, after a short discourse, he ended up showing him the way to the Brocken Shield. And so Belac went, and he got there, and he asked some nice worker who he would talk to get his thing enhanced. So she told him to talk to Samazel, and so he did. Samazel was actually working. He was writing on 2 pieces of paper things to do, and so it was making 2 forges like do exactly what was written on the paper, which Belac thought that was cool. And so he was like, Belac went up to him, was like, "Hey, I want to get my cloak enhanced." And then dude was like, "Okay, let me see it," and threw it in the fire. But then the fire turned blue, and so it was like, "Oh, it's magic, sick." And he took it out of the fire. And then they were talking, and then Samazel said that it would cost 10,000 silver pieces. But Belac is not financially inclined enough to pay that. So he offered up a sword and a bow, which she didn't accept. So then Samazel said something about a big 20-foot snake. Really kept it really vague about that. But yeah.
Okay.
Then Belac was like, "Okay, I'll talk to you later." Then he left. Then he came back, talked to another person about a sword. Then he left again and get his
Okay. Alrighty. That was good. I think you guys did very well in terms of the recap. Can you guys hear me? Sorry. I want to go ahead and I'll give Davey 3 because of that extra bonus in terms of going first. Anthony, I'll give you 2.
Yay.
Mike, only 1. I feel like some of that information was false.
The one thing you said.
No. I'll give you 1. Caleb, I will give you 2, and Dave, I will give you 1.
All right. Hey, out of game, how much EP did you get last week?
Me?
Yeah.
I got. Sorry, hold on. I don't have my progression sheet on me.
Okay.
I can tell you at the end of this stream.
All right, no problem.
But okay, so we will jump right into it. Let's go ahead and start with the rest of Wahuru. Everybody go ahead and roll insight for me.
All right, you got it.
Now, by everybody, you mean just Wahuru, right?
Yes, the non-halflings.
And sorry, what are we rolling?
Insight.
I managed to roll a 1, so 28.
I got 31.
19.
All right, so everyone except Matatopa, who is just sleeping soundly,
Hey, Shadowhunter.
will.
How's it going?
Yeah, what's up, Shadow Hunter?
Shadow.
So everyone except Matatopa will sort of wake up to a really just great smelling scent of food, almost as if like when your mother would make breakfast in the morning and when you were young, like it's just you smell that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, everyone except Matatopa, who is still asleep, and you will see Luano, who seems to be like as you guys are waking up and stretching, through the squint of your eyes, you'll see Luano, who seems to be cooking, talking to a female Vulcan dwarf. And as they're talking, you will hear her say, "Of course, my word is my bond." What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna say good morning, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna say my name is Stitch. Thank you for cooking this wonderful breakfast, and I'm gonna ask the female Vulcan door, what is your name?
Oh, it seems they're awake, she says to Luano. And then she will say to you, Stitch, "I am Akem. Akem Salamey."
Hi, Akem Salamey. Could you please spell your name?
No problem. My name is spelled Akem, and then there's a space, Salamey.
SALAMEY.
Yep.
So close to salami.
Not quite, not quite.
Honestly, I wish.
So as you guys wake up and she introduces herself, you'll see that she's got this beautiful dark skin. She's got short curly hair, like short naturally curly hair, and her eyes seem to glow in the dark. And she will say, "Well, care to join us for breakfast? It seems one of you is still asleep."
Let me wake him up.
Stretching, nudge Molotov.
I'm gonna slap him.
Wake up! The one I made is food. You
I'm having a good dream. Leave me alone.
Go ahead and roll mental fortitude, Matatopa.
All right.
Go ahead and do that.
Oh, you got a 1.
Oh, dang. So that's 14.
Okay. So you are just in dreamland. Something about this place just really puts you at peace. It's like really restful. You're not waking up.
I'm in my element. The shadows are around me.
Yeah, that's what it is. And so while Kaliff does that, Vandra will go and say, "Huh, all right, let me just take a crack at it." Yeah. All righty. And now go ahead and roll me mental fortitude as Vandra just shakes furiously.
23.
Matatopa. Okay, great. So you wake up to a rorgn over top of you, just shaking you.
Be strong and be deadly. And I'm going to try to start getting my sword ready.
Okay, roll impulse for me.
Sword not ready.
Impulse 16.
Yeah. Okay, so as you go ahead and reach for your sword, Vandra will stop your hand and he'll say, hey, breakfast is made. And then he'll get off and he will go towards the...
What'd you do that for?
Well, I tried to wake you up, but you were fast asleep.
It's time to eat, Matatopa.
Yes.
Very well. Let us eat.
Yes, yes.
Hello. Who might you be?
Oh, Molotov. This
yes.
is
Akem.
Yes. My name is Akem.
Akem. Akem, I am Matatopa of the Zulu. It is nice to make your acquaintance. I haven't seen many Vulcan dwarves, I'm assuming.
Yes.
There are a few in our home country, but I don't often see them. It is an honor to be in your presence.
Roll insight, everyone.
I'm rolling so low. I
Yeah.
rolled 1s and 2s today so far.
I
29.
got 34.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
I only got a 24. So Stitch, you will notice that it seems that she drops into the ground and appears behind Matatopa. Everyone else seems to just look where she is, and then she seems to be behind Matatopa. And she will say, "Oh, I've heard so much about you. Well, I've heard much about Wahuru. I thought there were more members in your party."
There were.
The
but,
main ones are here. The
the
main ones.
halflings, they
The
have,
weak ones.
yeah,
The
well,
objectively worst ones.
they had to go through a hole we couldn't exactly fit through, and it's too small, so we had to split paths.
I see, I
not
see.
Exactly. There are two of our numbers, and one of them is of the people here. And
Oh.
he and the other halfling went on a quest or a ritual to see if they could figure out what is going on with this disease that is plaguing
And then
people.
I cured it. With
I see, I see. Actually, I'm very happy that you mentioned this. We shall talk more after breakfast. So everybody roll me a percentage die real quick.
Percentage though? You got it.
Oh,
I've been rolling low, so I better hit a 1. 63.
Okay.
67.
42.
Okay. So everyone like thinks this food is amazing. Like almost the best like meal you've ever had. Like even compared to Bloodstar and Jade making the finest cuisine that they can, this buries that potential.
yeah.
So it is very delicious. And Akem will say, Luano, it has been a while since I've had your cooking. Man, takes me back." And Luano will say, "Oh, yes, yes. Well, I have been busy with the mission that I was sent out to do. Uh, and so as that happens, Vandra will come up to Luano and be like, "So, you have any tips or anything that I can maybe learn about cooking?" And Luana will say, "Maybe for another day. It seems that after breakfast, you guys will be off."
Where were we going?
Oh, there we go.
And Akem will say, "Oh, yes. Well, we have some information to gather." And as she's finishing up breakfast, this is towards the end of breakfast, Liwano will gather all the materials and stuff and be putting that away. As Akem will say, "Yes, I've actually traveled out here to meet with Liwano and see you guys. The rest of my party is a few days' journey away. But we should be able to link up with them relatively soon."
Awesome.
And so with that, Limano will say, "Yes, be strong and don't get yourself hurt." And he'll say that. Roll insight.
Insight 5.
Oh.
Yo, I
24.
29.
It's talk. That would be 36.
Okay, so the only person that notices is Kaliff because I only got a 28. And Kaliff, you will notice just the slightest of smirks and a quick wink that is faced away from the party. And as soon as that happens, you will also see that when he reaches out to shake your hand and he says, "Be sorry," when he says, "Take care and be safe," then you will see as soon as their hands meet, the tattoo that was on his arm of like the various skulls within the chains that are linked will start to dissipate from the top, sort of like ash burning,
Oh.
and it'll dissipate off of his arm, like sort of go off. And as that happens, her arm will start to glow with the same ash burning and a similar pattern on her arm.
I'm gonna say, what just
You
happened?
didn't see it.
You didn't see
Ah.
that.
You didn't see
Parkwell.
So that's what you see, Kaliff. And as that happens, Vandra will say, "Oh, okay. Is your party strong, Miss Akem?" And she will say, "Oh yes, they are quite formidable warriors. And we are hoping to see what Wahuru can do." So with that, Liwano, what'd you say?
No, I hope perhaps we can prove ourselves to you in this cave.
Oh,
Wild
well, I do have high expectations. And then with that, Liwano will say, I must be going then. Duty calls. And as that happens, Liwano will leave and like he's heading in the direction that we came yesterday. And you will see stones around Akem, sort of like the spell like floating sand, but it's like the stones and dirt, and it'll like run around her, and she'll say, "You're playful today. No, go. He needs you." And as that happens, you will see Mako begin to walk in the direction of Luano.
Hey, we had a comment from Savage Black. Stitch don't see nothing. Ha ha ha.
I mean, yeah. Savage Black has been on it today.
Yeah.
So with that, Akem will say, "Well, is everyone ready?"
Yes.
Yes. Ready to leave when you are.
Awesome. We'll leave straight away. We're off then.
Are we going to the tribe, or where are we going?
And she will say, good question. As you guys, we are actually headed to the Unterwild. We must gather some information.
Did you say we're going to the Unterwild?
Yes, the Unterwild. We must gather some information on the Kadajalin.
Then we
Yeah,
turning to Wahuru, then we must assuredly be prepared. For the Unterwild is, as the name implies, not a safe place.
And so as you're saying that, she'll say, "Oh, oh, it seems like one of you does know a bit about the Unterwild. Yes, it is quite dangerous."
Well, back in Kumba, you, as a child, I guess you weren't even allowed out the city limits because that was into wild.
Yes. So we're off then.
Mm-hmm. And after we get started for a while, we'll whisper to Akem, I guess. So that'd be stealth.
Yeah, you can roll stealth.
Sweet. Okay, so for the nines, that would be 24. Hey, I'm trying my hardest. Besides,
well,
I might not be.
I heard that.
So I got a 24.
Manitoba didn't hear that.
Wow.
I didn't. Vandra did.
You guys are dead.
All right, so I'm going to whisper to Akem. What was that about the chains with Luana? I saw what happened with the tattoo, and I'm curious.
What are you speaking in?
I will say that in Dwarven because she is a dwarf.
Okay. So she will say, "Oh, yes. Well, he was giving me he was delivering something that was necessary for me. And so this is what we do when we meet." He has his role, and I have mine.
Curious. I suppose you will work very well as a team then.
Well, it is better to work with it. It is better to work in a team than it is to work by yourself in the Unterwild.
Very much so. That's a sentiment I can agree with.
Sun and Shield up front with Akem.
Okay.
Shadow and Sky, we will stay behind.
Ah, I see. Well, Vandra will say we should probably work a little bit more on those names.
You are the Shield son. You who
No, I'm your son.
I understand that you are my son.
Then why'd you tell me to go front?
And
Am I the son
as
of Shield?
No,
as you guys are
it's not as
talking,
if the sun that is out giving energy to
S-U-N,
all.
not S-O-N.
Yes.
He's illiterate. Come on.
and
Bully him like that.
so as you guys are talking, Akem will say, "You guys are too loud to be entering the Unterwild."
Yeah, dummies.
Apologies.
That's why we argue
We
with
will do
Stella.
better.
Nothing about. We will improve.
And I will hand Kent to my son. Stay up close near our
Son.
pack.
Okay.
All right.
So as that is happening, we will go ahead and roll me a survival.
Survival
Everybody.
time, baby. Ooh, that's big numbers here.
Okay.
22.
That would be. What did I get up?
19.
Okay.
27.
Okay. And then I got a 33. So
Okay.
we will wait, did somebody say 19?
Somebody said 19.
I got.
Oh, I was
I'm
so
a
sure
prince, I
you were
can't help
fine.
you.
Okay. So with a 19, you seem to sort of be lagging behind. Maybe it's because you just feel a really strong connection with the area or something. So things are catching your eye more. But we're able to keep you with the group at a relative pace. You'll notice that we are moving not necessarily a run, but we are definitely hurrying in our travel. And so as we're walking, Akim will say, well, I guess I should give you guys a bit of information. My warband has been harassing the Kadaja Lin to keep them from like harming the Chaluk'Sen people. But we sense that there's been a deeper threat growing in the Unterwild. And so we were sent to go ahead and investigate. And before we meet up with my companions, I wanted to get some more information. And so as that is happening, roll insight.
Insight time, baby.
Yes, sir.
Big numbers. That's a 12. 39.
Oh.
What do I see?
You wasted it.
25.
25.
Okay. And
We
then
all
I got a nat 12, so I'm happy. But my total was a 33.
We
So I
Shut up.
got, let's see, 25 and up. Okay, cool. So everyone will see that the tunnels are sort of winding. They're sort of like crazy because we're going through a path through some tunnels, but there's so many twists and turns. Some of them will go deep, almost like a spiral slide, and then some of them will come back up like hills and valleys and snakes, and it's very winding and turning. And then as we are walking, did anyone get above a 30? Anyone else? Okay, so Kaliff and Vandra will notice after about a day or two, there will be sort of like a a sort of pole in the ground, a totem pole, if you will, in the ground near an entrance of a super dark cave that seems to be really steep.
Spirit sensitivity.
Yep, that's what I was about to do too.
Yep.
So,
You did it. So I did.
well, no, I was going to do it because
He's-
we're walking through
Sure.
Yeah.
the traveling.
Are you trying to
So-
prevent him from using that?
I don't
I'm
know.
not trying to prevent him.
He's your
I just-
teammate.
He is. I just
You rolled a
Anyway,
try.
Um,
30,
so
38.
20.
Okay. So you must be distracted just with what's happening around. You feel more at home. And so that feeling has relaxed your senses. And you just feel sort of comfortable here. But even in that, there's a bit of an ominous feeling. If you've ever like been in your house when all the lights are off and it's like 1 a.m. and a strange sound is in your house, that's how you feel. You're relaxed and comfortable, but you're kind of like, what in the world is that?
I'm saying
And so
too.
okay. You can go ahead and roll religious attunement, but don't tell me the number yet.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So Kaliff, are you just opening yourself up to the spirit realm, or are you going into it?
I'm not going into it using my amulet. I'm just looking into the spirit realm. I want to see what
Okay.
the realm is about and what's around.
And you got a 38.
I got a 38.
Okay. With that, you will feel a very strong presence in the spirit realm, but you won't be able to see it. You just feel a strong sort of spiritual pressure happening.
Can
It sort of makes you anxious
I'm anxious.
a bit.
Can I try and call upon Kaifis?
Sure.
Or no, because the way he tends to show up, he glows almost, and I feel like it's better off if we're trying to like be more discreet in the Interwild. So I won't call on him just yet, but I'll have that in my back pocket.
Okay. Stitch, go ahead and tell me what you rolled for your religious attunement.
33.
Okay. And so now what are you doing?
I'm praying to my goddess Benyu, and I'm asking for enlightenment because I just feel like we're in an area that seems very unfamiliar, very dark.
No, I mean like I
Oh.
guess sort of do it, yeah.
Oh, to say the prayer. So Daniel, I ask for your wisdom right now and for your guidance, and give us enlightenment as we travel this path.
Oh, okay. With that, you will feel like your heart has been warmed, but also pressure, as if something really needs to be done. So you feel at peace, sort of, but you also feel like there's something that you need to do.
Like, what do I do with that?
Yep. What do you do with that?
Right. Do I say another prayer? Like, so
now when you pray, do you always like, do you just say it? Are you like, is there a sort of position that you get into when you pray? Like, what happens?
no, most of the time I'm walking around almost like in a meditative state when I'm praying. I'm not necessarily stationary. A lot of times I pray in nature, so I can feel like I'm like in a sanctuary. So a lot of times I'm looking around, but I'm not like in a stance. I'm just kind of like meditating as I walk around when I pray.
Okay. And do you say it out loud usually, or are you in your head?
Usually it just depends the mood. Right now I'm saying it in my head because I didn't want anybody else to know that we had.
Okay. Okay. And so with that, you said you got a 33. Yeah, that's how you feel.
Okay.
That's how you feel, buddy.
All right. Well, so I'm at peace, but I feel like there's something more I should be doing.
You feel like there's something more that you should do, but not relative to your relationship with Daniel.
Okay.
And then with that, Akem will say,
Oh, sorry.
this. Oh, go ahead. What did you want to say?
Oh, I was gonna say to Stitch and Mamatopa, there's a dark presence here. I feel. Do you guys notice that?
Yes, I sense that as well.
I did not. I do feel that the shadows are close, but I don't feel anything amiss with the spirits.
Would it be unwise to call Kaliff to us right now?
If you think something is going on, I probably would not, because that may only cause attention to us.
Very well.
And Savage Black says it's over. They're all dead.
Savage Black, you might be
The
right.
important ones were gone.
I've decided this stream cam fam to just wipe out Wahuru. No.
I get to fight a kite.
Well, I want to share with everybody, let them know in my meditation state when I was in prayer how my God is informing me that there's something we should be doing right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and take out my bow.
Okay. That's cool. And so Vandra will say, I don't see anything around here. Maybe I should try hearing. So he'll close his eyes and listen. And he got a 29. And as that's happening, Akem will sort of nudge him and be like, hey, stay focused. As I was saying, this marks the edge of the unterland. This is the entrance to the unterwild. Past this, it is no longer safe. And she'll be pointing towards the pole that's stuck in the ground.
I'm going to look down the cave to see if I can see the end of. I mean, you said it was a steep passage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look to see if I can discern what's at the bottom or whatever. It's 24.
Okay. Okay. So do you have undersight?
One eye, no, shade sight.
Okay. Even with your shade sight, everything is the same indigo color. And that indigo turns to just black after a few 100 feet of looking down that cave.
This is going to roll stealth to try to talk quietly to the group. 41. This is not only steep, but very deep. So caution.
I'm gonna roll climbing. that works here, right? Does climbing work or no?
No.
Oh, what?
You're walking though.
No, bro.
You'll just like slide down.
It's not steep enough to climb.
Half of my +4 to climbing.
It's a decline.
It's not steep enough to. Yeah, I understand. You can climb down something, but it's not quite steep enough to climb.
Not repelling, bro.
Whatever.
It would still technically be crawling if you tried that.
All right, so
so with that, Akem will say, well,
I'm sure
we must be going now. And so she will just start walking into the cave. And Vandra's like, I guess this is okay.
Manitoba is going to tap his son and get up there with them. And
I'm gonna hand him back. Are you not gonna follow?
I am going to follow. Stitch and I are going to bring up the rear.
Fantastic.
Oh, right. And then I'll move up with them.
Yes.
So Vandra and Akem have already started down. Akem seems to be walking down, but you guys will notice Vandra like a quick sort of jolt, and then he catches his balance and sort of starts sliding down.
All right.
If I
So are you guys starting down the tunnel?
I'm gonna.
If I see, oh, sorry.
I'm letting you guys go in order. and then I'll go after
Okay,
that.
so I'm ahead of you guys. So if I see Vandra sliding down, like he loses his balance and then slides down, I'm just gonna jump in and slide immediately down instead of trying to slip.
Roll prowess.
Roll prowess, you got it.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a big number. 35.
Okay, so you jump in into the darkness, and you just
Can I see?
The dope is so dark.
you jump into the darkness,
Uh,
and you start sliding on what?
what?
Like, what are you using to slide? Are you sliding on your stomach, your back? Are you sliding on your
Oh, okay.
Go,
Going face first would be silly. I'm just gonna like lean back, but not on my I'm gonna try and slide on my butt, I guess.
feet? Okay, so yeah, you jump in and you start sliding. Vandra is sliding on his feet right now, keeping his balance.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead,
And
Mike.
I'm walking in. I'm just gonna walk in.
good decision.
You walk in. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me prowess as well.
Ah, come on, dude.
Uh-oh.
Okay, prowess 17.
Okay, so Dave, roll me impulse.
Instead of sliding, you roll.
Okay. 17.
Uh-oh. We both
Okay. And then Stitch also roll impulse. I'm sorry,
Look, that
both
one time
Dave and
we
Stitch.
were on the
You
stairs
can roll impulse.
and I was walking,
Yeah.
and then they fell on me.
Yo, I
Uh,
tripped one time.
30.
Caught myself by doing a flip.
Okay, so
Well-
Stitch, you have started falling, and Dave, as Stitch is just going face first into the darkness, what are you doing?
Well, first I was about to roll mental fortitude, just to see if Manitoba was okay
That Macho
with
was
this
freaking out.
So
darker
you can't even
spot.
go in, can you?
Yep, you better.
18.
Ooh, you actually are not too. Wait. You feel as though you wouldn't have been a fan of this cave, but something about this homely feeling sort of makes you braver than normal.
Okay, then I will try to grab him before he goes falling all in. Oh, I already rolled the impulse. I think it was the 17.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, you rolled another 17?
No. I thought that first impulse roll was.
Oh no, that was to see if you would catch him before he started falling.
Okay.
So you got to roll that again.
Yeah, another 17. No, 18.
Ooh,
18.
+1.
Yeah.
You sort of get close to his like arm as he's just falling, but he's like flailing. Stitch, go ahead and roll mental fortitude for me.
Oh man.
I want to see.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Mental fortitude 30.
Ooh.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. So as you're falling, you were gonna scream, but you realized you needed to be silent from earlier. So you're trying to take it like a champ while falling, still very scared in your eyes, but you're not making as much noise. And with that, Matatopa, go ahead and roll me magic attunement.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Magical attunement and not his magic aptitude, which is different, right?
Right.
So
That was cocked.
Yes.
that is cocked. Watch, I get it worse. Roll.
No,
Oh.
you got
Since you
double.
didn't get to do it
All right.
for-
Magical attunement. 21.
Okay. So with that, when you reached out to grab Stitch, you noticed that you missed, but in your attempt to grab him, you were catching yourself with the ground to push yourself forward. But what you didn't realize until after the push is that half of your body is now in the shadows, and it had moved quicker than normal to grab him. So you are now able to grab his leg. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab his leg and pull him back. So
Okay.
roll prowess or
Yeah, roll prowess.
You better be
And then also Stitch, you want to roll prowess to see if you can catch yourself. Because right now Stitch is in the air, so you just grabbed his leg that's airborne.
28 for prowess.
Okay, and now how are you trying to catch yourself mid-air, Stitch?
Why?
Wait, I thought Monto would grab my leg.
Yes, but you are still in the air.
I'm gonna try to fly.
Okay. Okay, so that, and then you're trying to pull him?
Yes.
yes, I'm trying.
Okay, so what was your
His 28.
Oh, okay, cool. So between the two of you, Stitch, you're able to sort of stabilize yourself before smacking into the ground, and Matopa is able to sort of pull you back as right to the like entrance of the cave, and you're sort of just hovering like this close to the ground right now.
Very good.
Okay, am I up now or?
I mean, you can get up if you
Okay,
want.
I'm gonna get up real slow.
You can literally touch the ground and push yourself up. You're
Okay.
like that close, like.
All right, and then I'm gonna say thank you to Monto. I'm gonna whisper that to Monto. Thank you.
Okay. So you will roll magic resistance, both of you. Oh.
31.
No, well, hold on. What is that?
43.
Oh, the roll. I thought that was just it.
Okay. So both of you will get a thought in your head. It'll say, "Are you guys coming?"
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Can I be curious about what they're doing?
I will respond. We are on our way, and
Okay.
I'm going to try to shadow step with Stitch further down the tunnel, like I did
Okay.
when I stopped them from falling.
Can I try?
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Can I try?
What was that? Magical aptitude?
Or did you want me to do a percentage? Because this was something sort of newish, or
Yeah. Roll me a percentage.
all right.
What's going on? Can Kaliff be ready to catch them at
88.
the end of the?
So as you grab, hold on one second, Kaliff. So as you grab Stitch, and proceed to go into the shadows, Stitch's like fingers make it in, and then it is extremely painful for Stitch, because he can't go any further. It's like hitting a wall, quite literally, and he cannot go further as you completely go in. Stitch, you feel like your fingers have just been jammed.
Oh.
Not the finger of the ring, right?
So then I'm gonna try to touch the wall to see if I get my bearings.
You know, I mean, you can feel the wall. It's a wall.
It's a wall.
I'm gonna say,
That's what it is.
kill us, Monto.
When I realize he's not there, I'll go back to where he was.
Okay. So you'll see him step out of the wall.
Let's go down. Just go.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna start going down.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till he's further down, and then I'm gonna shadow step.
Okay. So go ahead and roll prowess for me, Stitch.
Come on, man.
Nigga Butler said, "You can feel the wall. It's a wall."
It's a
Right.
wall.
He said roll prowess
Yep.
20, 25.
All right. So you slip, but you only take 6 points of damage as you're ready. Like you steady yourself, but you twist your ankle. But
All
you're able to steady yourself going down.
Okay, 6 points.
Yep.
All right.
And then as that happens, Matopa, you have gone through the wall to go
Yeah.
meet up with the rest. Okay. So Akem, Vandra, and Kaliff will just be standing there waiting for the two of you.
To try and catch the two sliding down.
You can try and catch Stitch. Go ahead and roll prowess.
Yeah, because that's what Kaliff would be doing. That's what I was trying to ask. Waiting for him to
What
get
was it?
6-1.
Yeah, 8. That would be a 32.
Okay, and then Stitch, roll me a percentage die.
This is not good. All right.
While he's thinking about that, Bogus is clowning. He said, what is this magical wall like barrier? Oh, it's a wall.
Yeah.
87.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Five.
so you do not land in Kaliff's hands,
Oh.
but on the ground.
Tell me that. My bad.
That's something. So we found out that Stitch has troubles with walls, doors, and the floor. Okay.
If he's not flying, he's dying.
It pretty much. We should patent that.
I'm just being a generally useful player.
Okay, so after that, you guys have been walking through this cave for a couple of hours. Let's go ahead and cut to Les Halflings. Let us start with Mr. Defender himself. How you doing, Mr. Defender?
No, I'm vibing.
Tobacco.
I'm good.
Awesome. Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because you said you wanted to meet the Prime, and
Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess we'll take you over there. And so as that's happening, you guys are heading over there. Go ahead and roll insight for me.
32. I'm sorry. It's not 30. 42.
Okay.
42.
Okay. With that, you will notice sort of beads of sweat coming down the halfling that's sort of taking you to where you asked to go. Just like he seems nervous. If you look at his face, he's very composed, but you'll notice just the sweat and the slight shaking as they're guiding you. And in about a couple of hours, you will arrive at a place sort of in a foresty area where it's got a massive wall of hedges, just a bunch, just hedges, right? And you are standing in front of that. What are you doing?
So I'll call out in Prime. Hello, Prime beings. My name is Rastilian Coinshot, your defender. Please let me in.
And so as you say that, the guy that was with you, the halfling, will be like, you just you should go in there. I think I need to be going. Somebody, I hear my mother telepathically calling for me. So you've got this though. Uh-huh. All right, bye. Go ahead and roll insight.
Imagine Rastilian died.
I can't die.
I'd laugh.
40.
Okay. With that, as soon as he says that, he sort of pats you on the shoulder and he's like, "You got this, bud." And as soon as that pat is over, you look over to see him, and he's gone.
Bogus said a real sus halfling.
Right. So he's just gone. And you will notice that as soon as he leaves, the hedges sort of like open on their own.
Cool. I'm gonna roll insight on what I see when the hedge is open. 38.
It's sort of bright. Think of it as, I guess, our ideal of a heavenly portal, and that it's just white light glowing back at you. You can't see into it. So the hedge is open and it's just a bright light coming out.
I'll walk forward.
Okay. Like into the hedge.
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as that happens, it just closes immediately. And you will be just looking around, you'll see tretons, just tons of different kinds of tretons. But they seem to be a bit taller and thinner than what you're used to seeing. And they're sort of looking at you. A couple of them bumped into you. So you're kind of being tossed around right now. And some of them sort of give you some looks like, what are you doing?
I'll keep walking. Like, I'm gonna roll insight on like how they're positioned and stuff to see if
Okay.
if they're like forming a line or if I just got like.
Oh no, you don't need insight for that. They're just walking. They're doing their own activities, but they see you. They just happen to be bumping into you. But you can roll insight for one thing. Go ahead and roll insight real quick.
36.
Some of them seem to notice you before they bump into you, almost as if it's on purpose. And then one will come up and say, "Are you the defender?"
Yes, I am.
Ugh. Well, all right then, bud. Let's go. And as soon as he like does that, he pats you on the back. And as he's doing that, let's see. Well, I'm sure it hits, but does a 97 hit?
Nah.
Okay. And you'll take only 2 points of damage. It doesn't seem like he was trying to hurt you, but he was just a little rough. He'll say, "Come on, bud," and just like sort of grab you. "Yeah, come on, buddy, let's go." And he will say, "You've got the payment, though, right?"
I mean, I have a payment, but I wasn't told about needing to bring the prime of payment.
We're just messing with you. Come on. And so he will lead you to a place that sort of seems like a deep forest, but not just a regular, it's sort of more rainforest-esque. So the shrubbery is really sort of big, and there's like viney stuff. And you'll notice that the vines are sort of white, like just white and glowing. And they seem to, like, if you were to describe it as poetically as possible, contain the stars. Like it's very, there's different colors of like the different plants and stuff. Like there's purple giant elephant ear leaves coming out, and there's like different red like sort of elm tree and aspen tree leaves flying around just sort of in the breeze, as like the other long like palm trees are in the back of sort of that picture I've just described. And then there's a giant tree that the leaves seem to hang off like vines, and those are really white, and they contain different specks in them.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and cut from there to the Bloodstar. So, what's up?
So, I was gonna go to the Blood Mother, Arendricella, and see if I could ask her something.
Okay. So you can, yeah. So you end up at the pool, and there are two guards out there. sort of at the entrance, so you're not quite in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Go." So someone's up and at 'em. Looks like they're ready.
Yeah. I've come to speak to Arundhasala.
Go ahead and roll insight for me.
Yes, sir. Nat 12. That's
Great.
I don't know. What is that? That's a 39.
Okay. With that, you are just barely able to notice that you are being lifted up, and a giant dagger goes through you.
Again.
Okay. And this time you only take 35 points of damage.
Oh, that's nothing.
Right?
And then as that happens, you roll into fortitude for me.
Yes, sir. Okay, 16.
Okay. Yeah, you do scream.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah, there's no debate about it. You do
Not a holler?
scream. It is not a holler. It is a scream.
I mean, going by halfling age, Balak's still very much a child. Like, he's very young, so.
That's hilarious. So with that, it'll put you down. And then the guards will say, yes, what were you saying? As they look at the wound that has just been punctured into you.
Yeah, so I want to talk to Arundhasala.
She's actually, she hasn't come up today.
Okay. Well, I guess I can just ask you then. Would you happen to know where my Chaluk'Sen bloodweave went?
Your Chaluk'Sen bloodweave?
Yes.
No. And he'll look at the guard. No.
Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna say. So out of game, this halfling just gets stabbed, is bleeding through, and it's just gonna stand and be like, "Hey, you know where my armor is."
Yeah. I mean,
I
honestly, though, that's a good question because
You know.
Buff have health after that?
Yes.
Well,
It was
but
only
you're
30
still,
points.
Yeah, it was
you
only
still
35
got
points of damage.
stabbed and have a wound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did
and-
get
Yeah.
stabbed.
What are you gonna do
He's
about
not
that?
throwing a little band-aid.
apparently he's gonna go look for his armor. That's what
Right?
he's
That's
going to do
what I'm
about that.
You just get stabbed and go through your stomach.
Thanks
and
for
you're
that.
like,
But
"Oh,
where's my
He's like-
armor?
stick your hand
Yeah,
on there,
he's-
like,
he's-
hang off."
He's sitting there. He's like, man, I wouldn't get stabbed if I had my armor. But okay, yeah. So they look at each other. They're like, I don't know where it went.
Okay. Well, thank you, anyways.
And then they'll look at you and they'll say, I'm glad to be of help. If we do find anything about your Chaluk'Sen bloodweave armor, we will we'll definitely let you know.
Well, could you just, like, if you could ask Arundhasala when it should be finished, being repaired, and then, like, tell me
Oh,
she says.
the mother is repairing it herself.
Well, no, she had someone take it, but I don't know who.
Well, we will definitely go ahead and roll insight.
37.
So upon looking at them, these halflings are relatively young, like potentially younger than you. You can tell they've endured a lot of training and whatnot. But like, it's not their first day on the job necessarily. It's just these guys don't have as much information as you would think they have
Yeah.
Hey,
when you would look at them.
Yeah. So Vogler said, I'm going into a place that wants me dead. Well, off with the armor.
Yes, exactly. And so they'll just look at you and say, "Yeah, we will definitely let you know if we find out anything about your armory."
Uh, second question: do you have any bandages?
Uh, one will look at the other and say, I guess we can help them out. No, no, you're not supposed to touch him." And that's what you'll like hear telepathically. And the other will say, "But I mean, that is a big wound."
Oh
And the
no,
other
don't
will
worry.
say,
You don't have to touch me. I just need the bandages. You can just like tell me where they are.
and the
I can
and
get
the other, hold on, but they're still conversing. Hold on. So they'll say we're not supposed to touch him, and the other one will say, "But that is a big wound." And so the original will say, "We are not supposed to magically augment his blood." And they'll say, "Well, I guess we could tell him where to get some bandages." And the other will say, "Okay." So with that telepathic convo that you sort of peeped in on, they will look at you and say, "We don't have any on us, uh, but we do have a place that you can go, and it is called Roll Insight."
The Earthen Warrior, the sequel.
Bandages for Chaluk'Sen people in Maricosa.
I got a
Triceratops.
33.
Okay. So as soon as they're like talking to you, they're like, "Yeah, we can tell you where we can get them." You feel lifted up again, and another dagger is through you. Ooh, this is rough. Uh, 42 points of damage.
Did you just go crystalline?
So I'm definitely negative.
Whoa!
Okay.
But I'm living.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
so,
Yeah.
as that happens,
This will be good.
as your
Oh.
as your eyes are closing
So,
from the pain, you will notice that your body is being carried towards the entrance, and then you go to sleep. Let's go ahead and okay. Let's go ahead, Reaper.
He's going to die. That's so scary.
Yeah, yeah. Reaper.
I was going to.
So you've seen this just beautiful like rainforest-esque situation, with just an array of colors, almost majestic. It's just really beautiful, and you'll hear a voice that says, "Come."
So I'll go.
All right. So as that is happening, you'll hear it in your mind, by the way. But as that is happening, in the middle of this sort of grove forest situation, the tree that looks the largest with the white vines hanging out and all of that, will just stand up. Uh, and as that happens, the tree that may have been uh, 60 or so feet tall before standing, just sort of grows massive. Um, and you'll notice that the trunk is purple and blue, but as you get closer to the roots, they're red. And so as you get closer to the branches turn to sort of a light blue, and then the leaves are white hanging off of it. And the vines are white as well. And so, as you're walking forward, the tree is like, "Come on," and he'll push you uh, forward, like you need to hurry up. And then, uh, in your mind, go ahead and roll insight and mental fortitude.
Mental fortitude roll was a nat 12. The insight total was 42, and the mental fortitude was a 37.
Okay. So
No, I'm
with
sorry. It was a 40. The mental fortitude.
so with your mental fortitude, you like immediately are onto your knees. Um, just seeing this, whatever this is, it's hard for your brain to sort of comprehend. But also in the same way I was talking to Matatopa about feeling homely, you feel sort of like a connection of homeness to this. Um, and in your mind, you will hear, so, who are you?
I'm Rastilian Coinshot. I am the defender.
The defender, you say,
Mm-hmm.
and you came seeking me.
Yes.
What do you want?
Um, before I became the defender, I was given an item and it was destroyed in battle. And I feel I am not as good as a defender as I could be if this item can be repaired.
Hmm. So you need an item to be repaired, and you sought me to do something like that?
I was told that you have the ability to.
I do have the ability to do many things.
Mm-hmm.
What is your purpose?
Um, my purpose was to live and prosper and um, give life to and spread on my teachings. But now I feel like I am called to um, understand this world better and really and understand how to connect the prime with the nextlings and how to bridge the gap between your people and mine.
Bridge the gap?
Yes, when I am hanging out or talking with my nextling friends, they think of the prime as um these aren't my words as arrogant, as stubborn, and I feel like if you didn't know the prime, then yeah, I can understand. And when I talk to the prime, they think that the nextlings are dumb and unintelligent and unuseful. And I feel like I am an example that that is false. Because I am a nextling who is also your defender. So I think I need to figure out how to show both sides that sure we're not the same, but we're all here. We're all on the Midian. Nathaniel, I'm
It
sorry.
re-
Medium. It's a comment.
yeah, um, it remains to be seen whether or not you are useful.
Mhm.
And to say that we are all together is an interesting statement. I'm not quite sure if I like that or not. But I admire your heart. It seems to come from a place of genuine acceptance. But one can be too accepting. So you came here to bridge the gap between Prime and Nextlings, and you plan to fulfill that by acquiring a bow?
I feel like how I am now with I'm not here solely to get my that is my main objective, but I would also like to learn and be taught more of the Prime, so I can go forth and share what I have learned here and what I have learned with other people.
He is lying so hard.
How?
No, he's doing it. Hey,
He's got an
Savage Black
encyclopedia.
says, okay, good answer, good answer. So, I mean, he's doing something right.
He's got a dictionary under his desk. He's just looking through all of the biggest words he can
Right. Okay, so go on.
But without this item, I feel like I am at a deficit. I am not as capable to protect you and myself without this item. I feel like it would help both you and I.
Well, whose fault is that their capabilities are tied to an item?
I mean, it's my fault. I'm not gonna lie to you. I shouldn't be so dependent on this certain item. But if I have this, I can train with it and not just die, so that I can become not as dependent on it.
All right.
I see. So then, how will you fulfill your destiny?
I will learn all I can. I will put all of my abilities to use. I will take time to not only protect my people, not just halflings or not just nextlings, but all people, because I feel like the defender shouldn't necessarily be objectified to just one thing. I think the defender should be the defender of all.
Even though you have been called to defend the Prime, you wish to defend life. Very idealistic. We shall see. And with that, Cam Fam, we are going to take a break. It's a good time to go ahead and take a 5 to 10 minute break, you guys. We'll still be leaving the stream running. But before you guys head out, please check us out at manchildltd.com. We've got some crazy and awesome things in store for you guys. Check out our YouTube channel, Manchild Ltd. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and give us a follow at EverLore Game. And of course, this is our Twitch, but if you're watching this on YouTube, check us out at twitch.tv/EverLore Game. Cam Fam will be right back.
That's right, that's right.
That's right.
And in a little bit, I'm going to show you guys the Wahuru pistol.
the thing we
Yeah. So,
I just got still like
you got lightheaded. You want some haircut?
I stood up. I the water will help, I guess, but it's just set back down.
Yeah.
I felt it coming on, so I just
Well, I'm
wanted
glad you sat down. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to the rest of them. No, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Well,
Be careful.
All right.
This is.
I am great at coming up with things on the spot.
This man said deficit and thinks he's Shakespeare.
Well, that's a great word to use.
It's a great word to use.
I am the only one in the party who's good. I have to act like that.
That's fair. You can use big words, I guess.
You're just mad because you can't.
If I
Yo,
really
Voglyph
wanted to,
said-
I could take the extra couple EP to get literacy, then you just keep lording your stats over me.
Look, Voglis said, I would like to make our people stronger, and Page flip. That's hilarious. Man, how you guys doing? Just for like me and Cam Fam's sake.
I'm Dave right now. Hi,
Okay.
I'm Dave. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll impulse then.
But
Doesn't matter, you're dead.
oh,
No.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not Topa. I like shadows and being magical.
Man, you look a lot different, Matatopa. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Have you ever heard a thing called what is it? I forget. Meditating changes people.
That's interesting. I would say that maybe you've been locking yourself in your house too much. You seem like you haven't gotten some sun in a bit.
Yeah. Well. Sorry.
From what I normally see you like, I don't know. Maybe you should go outside a little bit. Get back to yourself.
I'm sorry. That's a. I can't.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The best.
He's
Sorry,
trying
what?
to be you.
I don't think I don't know what you're talking about.
Can't nobody do that.
That's
I would be the best diplomat.
that
if I
sheet
just
is unsaddened. Don't
came up
even
with
think of it.
everything.
Kaliff is the best.
Oh, thank you.
That is clearly not something I said.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Dave. I know Kaliff is a really cool
Right?
character.
Manitoba's been thinking, and there's something he's gonna bring up
That Kaliff is the best.
in the game. But so when we get our city and everything, instead of like saluting, we're gonna be like,
Oh,
something like that.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, yeah, you gotta kind of play it like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of whack.
So
A little
y'all
bit.
can do that. I'm gonna just do my.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, it's a little whack.
Y'all got nothing.
We'll workshop it.
Two bottom.
Two top, two bottom, and then down.
Oh,
We'll ask.
Down.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we'll ask Cam
Oh, I
Fam.
don't
They'll
want to
come up
hear
with
that. You
something
don't have no
cool.
ideas.
Yeah, Cam
Yeah.
Fam, please save us.
Y'all was the one who said Cam Fam is stupid. Don't say Cam Fam.
Oh
Oh, no,
What?
when I first said it, y'all was all like, "Oh, that's stupid."
no, that
What?
I remember Uriah sitting at the camera, which was cool.
What?
Actually.
I hear you. All right,
That's
so,
crazy. I'll be right back, Cam Fam.
All right.
Go, Cam Fam.
So, you doing all right? Hey, Cam Fam.
Hi, Cam Fam.
Anthony here. He's a trooper. He's had like a migraine or something like that, but he's still
Yeah.
in here soldiering on. So,
I mean,
gotta thank him for that.
Thank you.
you got like
thanking me for
Tylenol
that.
and ibuprofen.
He took some right before.
I
he
took
came
some
over.
beforehand, but I don't want to do too much. That would be overboard.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
We're just gonna deal with it.
Yep.
Can we talk about this set piece? We don't really get to look at these often, but in the back here we have Sir Stefan, and he's wearing EverMore merch, as you can see. He's also
Oh, come on now.
okay. Well,
That's my boy's hair.
my apologies. My apologies. I didn't mean to behead him.
This is
We brought a helmet for this character, and this is one that I had for my homestead. Can I just do this the rest of the stream?
You can.
I can.
You are Sir Stefan.
All right.
Sir Stefan the Third.
Sir Stefan has been beheaded for a minute.
I'm just checking. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see that
It would have got all jumpy. Like,
You
what?
scared the soul out of me.
Hey, we got to keep Wahuru ready. We're in the Unterwild.
Right?
All right. Hey, who knows about the Unterwild? Do you guys know what the Unterwild is?
I know two
The
things that live in
Wild
the
of the
Underwild.
Hunter.
I know three things that live in the Underwild.
I'm
And
not
I
saying
love
live
them all.
in. I'm just saying, like, what is the Unterwild for Cam Fam?
The
the
Underwild
Underwild
for Cam
is-
Fam?
Go.
You want to go?
You can go.
Okay, well, I don't know too much about the Unterwild, but I know for a fact that it's like in the Unterland, you have two sort of subsects of space. You have, sort of domesticated, civilized land. Usually it's like cities or villages or some sort of, inhabited space in the Unterland. Not too crazy, not too wild. There's some sort of system going on. In the Unterwild is where monsters and creatures roam, and it's always dangerous. And, it's sort of like maybe if you got lost in the woods as a kid, that's like what grown-ups do in the Underwild. It's very savage space, plenty of creatures are roaming.
All right. You got something to add to that?
The Underwild is the The land outside of cities. That's all I got.
Ha! That's it. That's all you got.
He just took everything I was gonna say.
So, I don't have the answer. I don't know what it is.
All right. Well, I mean, so the Unterwild, most of the Unterland is actually Unterwild. All right. It is
Oh gosh, outfield.
mostly unexplored territory. Whereas when people go into the Unterland and they find a habitable spot with a lot of resources, fresh water, and all that stuff, they'll try to claim it. When in the Unterwild, there's very few resources. A lot of the water sources are brackish and things like that. There are more monstrous creatures in the Unterwild, and basically everything out there trying to tell you.
Yeah, my favorite creature that I know of in the Unterland, well, Unterwild, would be the Deathwing.
Oh,
Because it is simply awesome. We haven't fully finished making it yet. But just know in the next book series, look out for the Deathwing. Because
I don't remember talking about.
we haven't yet. We've talked.
Oh.
But we haven't yet.
Speaking of CamFam, we've talked about a couple creatures that we've liked to develop. Have we discussed the manifestation?
The what?
The manifestation.
No.
It's like a so the idea for this creature is it's like really I'm sure we have.
Actually, I the name seems familiar.
Manifestation sounds like manifestation, but I don't know.
No, it's not manifestation.
It sounds like
remember?
manatee.
I wanted to create a sort of like
crustacean thing. Yeah,
Yep,
I think I know what you're talking about.
manifestation.
We have.
The what?
It's a manatee mixed with
So,
like
it's
a
a-
crab thing.
well, okay, so the idea
Oh
is
my
it's like
goodness.
no.
Oh
So
my
hear me out, right?
goodness.
The idea is it's like a floating creature that like just floats through the oceans and whatnot,
We did do this.
and it has like runes in its scales on its body that help it cast magic, and so it uses that to push itself through the water.
Have scales.
And on top of that, it can cast spells.
No, they do.
Like with core
So okay.
because of the runes in its body. Just an idea.
We talked about this, and that's not exactly what we said.
Yeah, I don't all us really
But-
talking about this.
So,
but
guys, if you want to, if you guys
Well,
ever
no,
want
I
to
mean,
catch us talking about things like this,
you might have
you can
might
find
have
it on
text,
our,
but we didn't really
Members
talk
only content.
about it.
yeah. Hold on, I was gonna say that.
Huh?
So if you guys want to hear us talk about this stuff, you can check it out on our members only content that you'll get when you subscribe on our website, EverLore
Yep.
Game.
No, the website is
It's
manchild.tv.
Manchild LTD, bro.
And I like that, but here's the thing. We haven't actually launched these subscriptions
I'm just
yet.
getting them hyped.
No, I like it. That's something that we're probably going to try to roll out for Black Friday. So check it out. You will get access to members only content. You get discounts for all the swag on the site and stuff like that. So yeah, good plug. It'll be a good time.
We are sort of back in action with this stuff. Yeah, Cam fam. Thanks for hanging out with us on the break, a little behind the scenes and clowning around. For Dave, we got 7 last week. I did find my paper.
All right.
And all right, let's jump right into it. As I recall, I think Reaper was about to die. So no. All right.
Sir Stefan.
Come on, you guys are not professional. I'm just kidding. I was chomping on something as a snack.
Stefan's gonna be.
All right, don't worry about it, guys. Just let everybody have a seat. Cam, this is what I'm working with. Come on now. All right, let's go.
All righty then. We've got everybody back in action, Cam fam. All right, so Reaper has just answered how he plans to fulfill his destiny. Okay. Reaper, with that, go ahead and give me a percentage roll, and then I'm going to do one. Don't tell me what you rolled. Okay? Don't tell me what you rolled.
Okay.
Show somebody.
Bro.
Bro, show somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. So, now before you tell me what you roll, I'm giving you the opportunity to take my roll. If you feel confident in your roll, you can take your roll. If you feel confident in my roll, you
I'm
can take
confident
my
in
roll. Are you?
Yeah.
Now, there's no takebacks once this happens. So, whatever you choose, you're stuck with that decision.
That's fine. I'm confident in this.
The man sounds confident.
Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. What did you roll?
I rolled an 11%.
Oh.
I rolled.
10.
Can you guys see it?
No.
No.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one.
Oh.
Oh.
You should have taken it.
Damn.
An 11. I'm fine with an 11.
Yeah, but you failed. You actually
So-
had a low 2%.
Yeah, some crazy shenanigans might have happened, but it's okay. With that, with your answer, she will say, present to me your bow.
Oh, hey, out of game, Uriah. Did you see my text?
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'll hand her the remnants of the bow.
Okay. So, you claim to defend all life and that you plan to do so. If you wish to do that and want our aid, then you should not mind offering up silver pieces for the betterment of the prime.
I can see where you're going.
Hold on. What was your percentage?
11.
Okay.
10,000.
No. I would like 9,000 silver pieces to disperse amongst the prime.
Now, you say disperse, but what do you mean?
Do you want my help or not?
Fair enough. So I will reach into my bag of coins and hand it 9,000 silver pieces.
Okay. And with that, she will say, we'll take it. And instead, like with Tiglath, the roots would grab the stuff and carry it with you. The vines would take it and it would go through the vine, almost as if it was like drinking the silver pieces. And it'll go through all the way throughout her body, and she will begin to glow, and then it's gone.
Now, I have a question. What is the name of the being I just gave 9,000 silver pieces to?
Are you asking her what the name of this being is?
Well, I'm asking her what her name is.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, bro. Okay. Her name is
Savage Black said the prime be charging.
my.
Just call them Amazon.
Hey, you know what though? The Prime has better shipping than 2 days, so but let's see. Her name is Mahaska.
Let me get that in letter by letter.
You want it spelled out. Okay. MAHASKAH. And you, as the defender, would understand that is the white cloud. That's what that means, white cloud. And as a her, you would understand she is a sister of the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, she will say, "Thank you. I guess we can exchange knowledge and information, but I am a woman of my word." And so as you hand the remnants of this bow to her, you will see like a giant leaf. Roll knowledge for me.
Okay. Uh, 23.
Okay. You are trying to figure out sort of what kind of tree situation is happening, but you feel just like sort of ingrained or implanted into you that it is an elpin leaf. And if you want that spelled ELPEN, elpin leaf, and is just she takes that elpin leaf and folds it in half along the stem,
So,
and then
sorry, so you said Macaulay or Makisha, what's her name? Makasaka?
Ma- Mahaska.
Mahaska, you said she's an elpin leaf tree?
No,
No. She took an elpin leaf
Okay,
to make it. Yeah, her tree has not been specified,
okay.
but she takes an elpin leaf and she folds it along the stem, and then with the stem, and this is with like the remnants of your bow. She's
Uh-huh.
implanting the remnants into like the stem and various points of the leaf, and she will push the stem inward to make an arc of the shape of like a bow, and then you will see one of the white vines from her like come off, and it would be put on to the frame that makes a bow. And with that, she will say, I have done what you have asked. Your bow has now been fixed. And just hand it back to you. Like the vines will hand it back to you. So it is the vine that is the bowstring is white. And it's not just white, it's a glowing sort of starlight-esque white. But the leaf, as soon as you touch it, while it was green, as soon as you touch it, the bow changes from purple to red to blue to green, like throughout the frame of it.
It's pretty neat. Pretty cool. So I'll look at the bow and like would I'm gonna roll insight on it to see if it feels like how it felt before.
Okay. While you're rolling, you're just gonna you're rolling insight on the bow. Okay.
Insight is at 38.
Okay. As you roll insight, you're looking at the bow, but a burning sensation happens on your hand, where the leaf that was on your hand has now changed into an elpin leaf, the brand. And then you would understand that probably should try something other than insight to see if it feels
I'll try alchemy.
okay.
That's what magical aptitude. Yeah. Cool. 29.
Okay. With that, you sense strong magic, but it does not feel similar to the bow. You find remnants of it, but it doesn't feel similar to the bow that you had given.
So I'll ask Mahaska. What have you done to the bow?
I have fixed it like you have asked me to.
Yes, and I am very grateful of that, but it doesn't feel the same, which isn't a bad thing, but
Well, it is not the same. It is fixed.
is there a place I can go to see what it does now?
Oh, you would like to know what it does?
Yes.
Sure.
Cool.
All will be revealed in time, but there is some things that you can learn now. And so as that happens, Mahaska will say, come here, please. And a Triton will walk up. Show him to the training hall. And the Triton will say, yes, and bow. And the Triton is about 30 feet tall.
You know,
And it will,
size by size.
so it'll, it'll bow and like take a knee when it does bow. And it'll sort of shrink itself to about 15 feet when it does that bowing. And then look at you and say, we must be off then.
So I'll follow the treating.
Okay. So as you guys go, you'll enter sort of a training hall that is of nature. Go ahead and roll insight.
42.
So in this training hall, you would see that the materials are, none of them are made of wood or things of that nature. But you would see many things made out of stones and coal. It's very reminiscent of well, let me just say that it's made out of materials that have already been used. So like if they were to cook with coal or the coal fire, the leftover coals would be taken and arranged in sort of a target shape, and then they would use that for practicing until it crumbled.
So
Stuff like that. So they are not, they are recycling and reusing, but it's not necessarily recycling in the sense that we think of it.
Yeah.
And you will see a target that is about 400 feet away. And the Triton will look at you and say, well, go on then.
So I'm gonna ask, do you want me to shoot it from here?
You shoot from wherever your heart desires.
So I'm gonna ask is it okay if I teleport in here? Like, are there any magical things that will prevent me from doing it or punish me for?
You can attempt many things.
Not what I'm looking for. So I will use my ability to teleport 200 feet and toward closer to the target.
Roll alchemy for me, because that's your magical aptitude.
Oh. Okay. 29.
Okay. With that, you're teleporting, but you feel as if like you're wading through mud when that happens. So your aim was for 200 feet, and you make it 50.
Damn. Huh.
Now, quick question for out of game: your bow that was broken, was it it was a halfling sling bow, right?
Yeah, it was hold on, let me check.
It was. Yeah.
You had the swing bow because Belac has the composite.
Yeah, so it was
should
a sling
say
bow.
Oh, that water went down.
What? No, I had the thing. It's not still on here because
You,
it's
no,
broken.
you have a composite. You have a swing bow,
Yeah.
I have a
and
composite.
Belac has the
So
composite.
yeah,
swing
it's
bow.
a sling bow.
I have two composites actually.
It shoots
Okay.
Bullets.
Just needed to see. All right, and then cool.
I just shoot it. I just shoot it at the target. Can't be too bad.
Okay,
Okay.
so you are 350 feet away.
Yep. Let's roll a 12.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it.
No, I didn't roll a 12. 68.
So you will notice that your pellet that you were shooting, it maybe gets about 40, 50 feet in front of the target and falls.
Okay.
So close.
So I'll move up another 50 feet and then shoot it again.
Okay.
Okay. 70.
Okay. So with that, you aim and you pull back, aim, and let it go with the pellet, and you feel like your aim is more precise and accurate with that, even if your form was the same. And so when you were looking at the pellet, you knew that it should have hit an outer ring, but it hits an inner ring.
Can I roll insight to see because I want to know how much APR it takes to shoot. So can I roll insight to feel like in game how much fatigue I take, I guess?
Yeah.
Hmm. 40.
Okay. The bow is heavy, very heavy. It like if you've ever tried gathering firewood, or I'm sure you don't go around lifting tree trunks, but if you ever tried gathering firewood or lifting like something like that, the bow feels very, very heavy.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
Give me an actual. I can take that. 75.
Wouldn't hit me.
Okay. So you will actually this time hit a bullseye with your pellet. And you will see that the pellet is embedded into the coal much deeper than it would normally be.
Wow.
And as that happens, you are now super, super tired. like super, super tired.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, a Triton will walk up to you and say, "You've been requested again."
As I'm walking back, I went to roll alchemy to see if I can attune to the bow.
Okay.
28.
You feel as though there's something that's missing in understanding. And with that, we shall go back to the asleep Bloodstar / killed. No, I'm kidding. Bloodstar, you will wake up right outside of Semazel's Bracken shield.
Oh, okay.
You will look on your arm, and there seems to be sort of bandages wrapped all the way down, not used, but almost as if it were given to you.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use the bandages, and wrap myself. So is that men?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, 17 plus 2, so it's 19. So it's only a 22.
Okay. You're able to get it around yourself. It's a little sloppy, but it'll do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna walk in, and go to what's his name? Sam.
Bruh.
Sam.
Bruh.
I'm gonna walk to Samazel. Hello, I'm back.
Oh, hey. Welcome back.
So, did the Blood Mother perhaps give you armor to repair?
I'm sorry?
Did the Blood Mother give
Armor?
you a Chaluk'Sen blood weave that was in need of repair?
I receive things from a lot of people that I'm not supposed to talk about with strangers, especially uh, young fellers like you.
Well, in this case, that's mine. If you did, so
Ah,
yeah.
I don't know, man. A lot of people come in here wanting stuff and claiming it to be theirs. I'm not trying to get in trouble with nobody.
I don't know. You can talk to her if you want.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Why don't I go ahead and see if I may have something that might be yours, but you do me a favor.
The snake thing again?
Oh, so you remember? Yes.
Yeah. If I can get the armor, when it's fully repaired, I can go. I can do that.
And this sounds like a great idea, right? Yes, you agree. You should just go now while I go looking.
Well, I prefer to have my armor because I like to feel safe.
And I would prefer to have that favor done.
It's crazy. Sorry, bro. We got somebody crawling under tables here.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Somebody fell while sitting down?
Oh, he was crawling under the table to let Sasha in, but she was already in. So now they're trying to crawl back.
Wow.
All right. So that happened.
Bruh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, baby. Come on, get up.
You can do that after you get up.
All right. So.
All right, youngin. I mean, I guess somebody is a little scared, and they came in here talking all high and mighty like they were a blood something or another, and they can't even handle a 20-foot long worm. That's crazy.
That's crazy. You just had a snake.
Where's the location of this quote unquote worm?
Oh, so you are interested, are you?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. I can get you there. I have a map.
Okay.
Alrighty. And as that happens,
So
he'll
as
pull out.
talking, I was gonna cast minor healing on myself.
Okay.
Or actually, hold on. Let me think. No, minor healing. 3, 2. I got 5 points of health back.
You regain none of that actually.
So what was I at before though?
Let's see. You were at negative something.
7.
When you woke up, you felt at 1.
Okay.
But there are things happening. So, he will hand you a scroll. Well, there you go.
You okay? I'll be off.
Yes. Well, just be sure to mention my name. There you go. Yes, you should be fine, young blood something element. Did he say element? Yes, blood element. Whatever that is. Young crazy people these days. And so as he says that, he'll say, now about that armor. What was I supposed to be looking for again?
A Chaluk'Sen bloodweave that was given to you by
Yes. Chaluk'Sen bloodweave. Yes. Okay. I will definitely look for that. You just go ahead and take care of that small thing. And yeah. You got it. It's just like a 25-foot worm.
Yeah, okay. I've
Yeah.
fought worse.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing to be scared of, just like 30 feet or something. Anyway, go on out of here, young whippersnapper.
Okay. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. So as you get out of there, you can roll insight. Go ahead and roll insight.
Ooh, that's a sorry, I'm struggling to do math. 30. 30.
Okay.
20.
So as you're leaving, you'll hear him whisper. He'll be like, he may be crazy, but let's hope he brings back what I need.
Just keep it, Caleb.
Oh, trust. I'm gonna keep what's valuable. he can get something.
Okay.
But I'm keeping.
So go ahead and roll survival for me.
Okay. Survival wasn't too great, but I think it's 12. So that'd be a 23.
Okay. And just overall in general, like following the map and stuff is relatively easy for you, because of your sort of handle on the area. You just haven't been to this specific place. And so you are in sort of a place within a surrounding forest. It's sort of a cave that you will happen upon. And looks like that's where you need to go in terms of the map.
So before I go in, I'm gonna cast healing because I'm still
Okay.
at 1 health.
Go ahead and roll insight.
31.
Your stomach doesn't even hurt.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go in stealthily. So.
Yeah. Okay.
8. That's a 54.
Jeez.
Yeah, 54.
Okay.
And then for my insight,
That's a fairly low roll.
yeah, it was pretty. It was okay.
Yeah.
And then for my insight, it's 9, 36.
Okay. So you're happening upon this cave. You're walking in. You're feeling very stealthy. And out of nowhere, you'll hear, "Who goes there?" It's like a loud, booming voice.
Yeah. I am Belac Bloodstar, sent by some dude named Samazel. He owns
Oh,
Rock and Shield.
and as that happens, a halfling female will appear. Oh, hi. Just out of the cave.
Hello.
I mean, you're in the cave, but it will make
Yeah, they're coming.
herself known.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hi. So you are a friend of Samazel's. Come, come. Much to discuss.
Friends, but sure.
Oh, no? You guys aren't friends?
I do business with him.
Well, that makes two of us. What brings you? Huh. That's interesting. Hey, why don't you come with me? You seem like an interesting person. That's what she says. To you, what are you doing?
Why not?
Okay.
So as I'm going with her, what might your name be?
Oh, I'm Zinc. That's XYNQ.
Oh.
XY.
XYNQ.
One of those letters is what I would have guessed. Two, actually. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The P.
And so as she says her name, you will see inside the cave a big sort of sequoia like tree, and at the base of it sort of has like an entrance, and she seems to be walking into it.
Great. That's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the tree.
All right.
Okay. As that happens, she goes, so I guess he sent you out here for the usual. What's your name again? I just want to make sure I have it right.
Belac Bloodstar.
Oh, okay. And as she's doing that, she seems to just sort of be circling around you. Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, okay. Thanks. 33.
So, who slash what are you?
I'm
As she's just moving around.
a blood elemental, I think. So yeah.
I see.
Originally,
So as she's asking, you would notice that she has what seems to be a long strand of your hair already in her hands. Huh, that's weird. And she's packaging that up. So a blood elemental, huh? That sounds pretty fun.
yeah, I have no idea what it means.
You now have a cut on your arm. Do you just feel a sharp pain and there's a cut on your arm, and then it just heals up as she has a little vial that has what seems to be blood in it now. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, you anything like what comes with being a blood elemental?
I don't know. I can do like cool things with my blood. I can heal by drinking blood through my arm. Oh yeah,
You
one time I
can?
died and then like made a cocoon and didn't die.
Interesting.
Cool.
How does one become a blood elemental? She'll come up and push you onto the ground. Doesn't seem like you can.
Can I try and like do a flip to catch myself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice. Very cool.
Is that performance or?
That would actually be impulse.
Oh, sick. So that's a 26.
Okay. You in mid sentence find yourself on the ground.
That's fine.
So it doesn't seem like you can go into the earth. That's what she says while you're talking about being a blood elemental.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can't really like do anything crazy. I don't know.
But you can absorb blood.
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know.
Caleb, shut up, bro.
Interesting.
I was the one
So
time
can I have?
not be humble. You're humble.
So she'll say, "Can I have some more of your blood then?"
I mean, what are you going to use it for?
Just research.
I don't know if I know you well enough to trust my blood in your hands.
Roll insight and mental fortitude.
Insight, 35, mental fortitude's a 19.
So the whole area that you're in, the tone of it shifts completely after you say that. And you feel sort of this pressure, like this intense pressure. And as soon as you sort of blink, what was once a halfling is now a 20-foot worm-like thing around you. And as soon as you look up, you realize you are now in the presence of a dragon.
Can I roll insight to knowledge to know which type of dragon?
You can roll knowledge.
Sure.
To know how fast you'll die.
I won't die. I'll be fine. 17?
No, you don't actually have the knowledge in game of what that is.
Okay.
You think you might have you feel a sort of similar presence or a familiarity with her, but you don't have that exact knowledge. But
Roll insight to see what it looks like.
yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
not 12. That's a 41.
Weak.
Okay, so you will see what is a 30-foot long dragon with the body sort of serpent-like, scales very thick and purple and red. They sort of change color, sort of as the light hits it or as she moves. And you will see the face with the snout and the sort of whiskers coming out, and sort of a mane, but it doesn't go all the way back. It's just like a frontal-esque mane from her. And she'll say, "I am Zinkori Garshovalad."
It's
Sorry. Do you need me to spell that?
yeah.
Okay. XYNQORI space GARCHOVEILEVAD.
LEVAD.
Yep.
One thing you're missing is like a Z from the alphabet. I mean, you just do everything.
No, there wasn't. There was an X.
Z1.
It's an X.
Oh, I thought it was Z.
Fiend. Arc Vile.
That's different.
You gonna say something? Just...
So, about Samazel. He told me that he wanted something. Like he said he wanted me to get something, but I don't know what. So
yes. I have something for him, but you have something I'm interested in. Your blood.
Blood. Could have guessed that. So is this gonna be like a trade situation or?
Mm,
Uh,
well, and as you're talking, you already sort of feel pierces in your skin, and blood is sort of rushing to fill certain bowls. We can trade, or I can just have your blood.
I'm gonna try and like pull it back, like stop myself
Okay.
bleeding.
Nice.
Not 12.
Alright.
So
baby.
37.
Okay. So with that, the blood that was hitting the bowl will just stop, and it sort of parts as it was a steady stream, but it just stops and it sort of parts. So it finishes that bowl off, but you just have blood sort of in the air. She goes, "Oh, seems you weren't lying. That's interesting." As she just grabs a vial and catches it through the air as it stopped.
I did say to call it back, but it's fine. It's fine because now.
Oh, you tried to call it back?
Yeah.
Roll impulse.
Yeah. 24.
Oh, okay. So as it's being called back, she's still able to get
Well,
most of
26.
it.
I don't think that matters against the dragon.
No, it matters. It matters.
Yeah, so she got most of it and fills up another vial.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine.
You are very interesting. Belac's the name, right?
Yep.
Huh. And as that happens, she'll say, What was your full name?"
Belac Bloodstar.
BB.
I see.
Belac's the name. Bloodstar's of the game.
Belac Bloodstar the blood element.
As that happens, she is now back into a female halfling, a different kind. And she'll walk up to you and go, "Huh, you are really curious, sir. Here." And as soon as that happens, she starts carving into your arm.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah. And it burns. Go ahead and roll mental fortitude
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. Well, that's not great. That's 13. That's a 13.
So you sort of scream out of the pain. But as that happens, like as it's burning, you also feel a soothing sensation. So it's like a burn to soothe, and you see what seems to be sort of like a star with a circle in the middle on your arm.
What's this for?
Oh, that is for others. Yeah, so that they know that I have found something that is very interesting to me.
Well, okay. It's kind of weird.
It means you are the Bloodstar, a curiosity.
Well, that's pretty sick. Okay. About Samazil. You said you had that thing that he wanted.
Yeah. I do have that, but it is getting sort of late. How about this? You stay here until morning. It is very dangerous out there.
Yeah.
You stay until morning, and then you can leave and deliver what I have for him.
Okay. Before I go to sleep,
Mhm.
would you mind if I ask what kind of dragon you are?
Out of game. I see you trying to get around so you can get the knowledge
Like
of
out of game,
what
I know,
dragon.
but in game.
And sort of to break the fourth wall, one of the questions is what kind of dragon she is.
See,
So I'm not going to give you the answer in game.
Okay.
But
Can I
if
answer
you ask her,
or
no,
It's not fair.
No.
You're using out of game knowledge for what's in game.
no. But she will say, I am a dragon. And that is all that is relevant to you.
Okay.
And then she will say, "But come, let us eat, and you seem like you need to rest up." And she will point to the bandages.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. Out of game. Mike picked up the Charles Video, and he was going to look through it to try to find what kind of dragon. And Davey was like, you got to be in the Monsters Menagerie.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
Wow.
Hilarious.
I can steal, okay?
Hilarious.
Don't worry, just say what I say. I have the answer.
That's funny.
So,
Go first.
Wild.
Yeah.
so with that, she was like, "Come eat," and she will start preparing some food.
Oh, I can cook food.
Nice try.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is that so? You
Yeah.
seem to have many surprises.
Sort of a thing I do.
Well, come join me.
Okay. And I'll go over. Please let me roll high. I want to impress this dragon. Not that bad. 29.
Okay. So she will say, you are an interesting one. Give it a few thousand or so years, you could be like I am." And as she's just like tossing stuff into the air and juggling it while she's seasoning and cutting and filleting stuff and using her dragon claws to cut and just everything, just she'll say, "Yes, one day you could be like I am."
I feel like that's a whole lot of extra work.
And with that, you guys eat, and she will say, "Well, until the morning," and then she will head off somewhere into the tree, and you are there.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna do my hair thing and then lay out my bedroll. And then do my nightly
No,
workout.
there. Go ahead and look around.
34.
There is somewhere for you to sleep.
Oh, okay. So then I just do my nightly workout and then go to sleep there.
Okay. And then in the morning, you'll be woken up by a different female halfling, shaking you. Hey, it is morn. You should be heading back now.
Okay. See ya. Oh, yeah, I need that.
We'll be. That's literally what I was gonna say. Before you head out, I do have something to give for you to give to Semizo, and so she'll have a big package, like sort of satchel thing.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. And it has 21 dragon scales in it. And she will say,
I stole this.
just like, and it has like various, like the sizes are different. They have different colors and hues. And she will say, ask Semizel, or well, tell Semizel I said thank you for giving me such a wonderful curiosity.
Okay.
And do not steal from me, for I will know, and it won't bode well for you.
You say
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
but he's a half one. That's just what we do.
I'm out.
Hold on, I have something for you. So you will have a smaller satchel that has 3 dragon scales of different sizes.
I'm sorry, part of the
No, it ain't.
It's just
They're not as big as the dragon scales that Simizel was having, but they're different sizes. They're smaller, but they're more bright. So like while his scales may be like blue, green, black, orange, red, like they're sort of more muted. Yours are bright, like almost fluorescent, with a blue, a yellow, and an orange.
Okay.
And then she will say, "Well, now, uh, yes, now you can be on your way. I'll probably check on you in 100 years or so, if you manage to live that long.
I probably will.
Pride comes before the fall.
It's not pride. It's just how
Well,
it
yeah,
is.
but like,
It's just
I can probably survive a fall. Sure, so.
he can survive 100-year fall.
Yeah,
So with that, are you heading to Semazel?
yeah, I'm leaving. See ya.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and skip to you
Oh.
getting to Semazel. What's happening?
So on the way there, I was gonna turn into a peregrine falcon.
Peregrine.
Peregrine
I like
falcons.
Peregrine. You just made up
I
your
like
own falcon.
peregrine. It
Yeah,
sounds
that's
better.
not right.
But yeah, because they fly really fast.
Okay.
Like
So
100.
you're trying to get there quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean you arrive.
Oh
What
yeah.
you
I have
doing?
things. Yeah. So I would turn back into me and try and do a flip as I land.
Face plant. Direct
Roll
into
performance.
concrete.
I'll take it. Okay. 22.
You scrape across the ground so
22.
hard your tattoo falls.
You don't necessarily stick the landing,
That's fine.
but you're kind of able to play it off like when you get to your knees.
Yeah.
You try to like superhero pose it
Right.
to play it off.
You see, you have to roll into the landing because it's better for
Yeah.
You fall so hard you catch the plague again.
There goes that crazy fella again. I don't know what's wrong with him.
So yeah, I'm
Out
gonna
here
walk in.
falling around.
I'm gonna walk in and then like pick up the sack and just give it to him.
And Semazel will say, "Oh, so you did get it, didn't you?
Yeah.
All righty. Yeah, see, I told you. See, it was just a quick favor for me. Nothing but just a worm or snake."
Now, to hold up your end of the deal. First my Chaluk'Sen bloodweave. Then you said that you would make an augmentation to my leather coat. Well,
So he's gonna take the scales. Your Chaluk'Sen bloodweave. I did find something like that laying around potentially somewhere. Yeah, I did find that. I can get to work on that right away. But you said you want your cloak to be armored.
well, yeah, but I changed my mind about that, and I thought I'd be better served by getting a weapon, because mine.
Served.
Yeah, I don't know, served is the right word, but
Yeah, I mean, we can
better weapon.
serve up something for the right price. I have my scales. I can do your armor, but a whole weapon.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just a weapon.
It's just a weapon. I don't make anything short of a miracle, young whippersnapper. I don't understand what you're talking about. Just a weapon. Kids these days.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. What do I say
You
to
just
that?
respawned.
What do you say?
Come on, Kaliff. Just think on the spot. Like, come on.
I wouldn't say a
How I
miracle.
taught you nothing.
I wouldn't say a miracle, but okay.
So you should
I see.
them?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Okay, so he's gonna take the bag and do something with it, and then you say, "I'll just go ahead and get to work on that armor of yours."
Okay. How long do you think it'll take?
Well, you can't rush perfection, but I reckon I'll have it done. I don't know, maybe by tomorrow.
Okay, I can wait.
All right.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I'll see you then. and he'll just start going to work.
I'm gonna go to a restaurant now and get some food.
We're gonna cut and head back to Wahuru.
Need the link.
Wahuru, go ahead and roll insight.
All right.
Insight. Yeah.
Woo!
I'm good.
23.
33.
30.
Numbers.
Yeah.
Yep, I did, didn't I? 31.
I got
Oh, okay.
it. Hold on.
So Vandra and Kaliff will notice that stuff is moving around them, like they hear some sounds, and Akem will say, "Oh, well, looks like it's time for me to see what Wahuru can do." And as she says that, Vandra and Kaliff will notice 5 sort of figures from the dark emerge.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
So
Uh,
I see 5 figures emerge. Immediately, I'm gonna hand cannon.
So Vandra, Kaliff, okay. If you're gonna start hand canning, roll impulse for me.
Roll impulse. Aye, Caspitan. That would be like 23.
Okay. You said 23?
Yeah.
I got the same one. What's your aggression factor?
My aggression factor is 9.
I got a 9, bro. We gotta
Oh.
redo this.
Let's roll for it.
Let's go. Oh, you're not beating that.
Good.
Can you beat a 3?
Yeah, I go first. I got an 11, but
Uh,
I was so confident you weren't gonna get a 12. So Vandra, in true Vandra fashion, will just ready weapon his swords and attack one of the figures.
First.
Ooh, okay. One slice misses, but the second one connects.
You better have rolled that worst quality.
No, it wasn't a 1.
Sure.
It was I rolled a 2, but that didn't hit. Okay. So you guys will see Vandra sort of slice into the cavern, the cave area, and one of his just seems to like hit air. The other one seems to connect to something. And as that happens, you guys will see right after you hear the sound of connecting, a bright flash, just like very quick. It's not like an explosive flash or anything, but it's just a bright flash from where his sword is, and you guys will know that it is a Shagronin. I'm sorry, Shagronin.
Sorry, a Shagronin.
Yes.
Groaning.
For Cam Fam, could you maybe explain what one of those are?
It's filling it up too.
Okay, Camfam, it's Shagroanin. And I actually will give EP to someone who will explain what a Shagronin is. Anyone can answer.
All right.
You're the creator
All
of
eyes
the
turn
whole
to me
thing.
suddenly.
You're the
Okay.
creator
No,
of the
The
whole
way you
you
hold
made
your
noise.
hand, you know you have all the power in this room right now.
So
You made noise. That's why I looked at you, not because I.
all right. Well, a Shagronin can be found in the handy dandy Monsters Menagerie.
The handy dandy Monsters Menagerie,
and-
which you can find right here in my hands.
There we go.
Or you can buy them on our website,
Right? Yes.
www.manshopLTD.com.
That is correct. Ronins are actually most times you encounter them, you don't even know you're encountering them because they look like boulders, and they camouflage very well in their surroundings. They are basically sort of mindless killing machines.
You got this.
They have arms and legs, but their arms are sort of like vine-like. and they are known for some of their special attacks, and of which one is a groan, and so they do different things. Thus the name Shagronans.
Oh, great.
If you give me the thing, I'm gonna look at the picture real quick. Can
You
you just
totally got this on mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
You can go off on it by yourself.
Just for all of us. That's right.
Honestly, just call him that angel.
all right?
That's funny.
Yeah, angel
So you guys can go ahead
Oh,
and as you
Alrighty.
the Shagronan.
So that's what you will see from the flash of light from Vandra's scimitar. And with that, Kaliff, you are able to go ahead and do something.
sweet. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, so the very first and foremost thing, I'm gonna battle cry.
Okay.
And so for one round, or yeah,
Yay.
one round, you guys get +1 to hit and +2 to impulse.
And just to so you guys can see, I don't know if we're showing that,
Oh,
but
that's an ugly little girl.
that right
Yep.
there is a
That is
Shagronan.
not what I was imagining. At all.
Yeah,
That
so-
wasn't what I was
You said it was a
imagining.
mindless kill. That thing looked like a potato.
It does. I mean, that's a small one, but yes.
It's a
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
It
small
looks
one.
like, it looks like a boulder.
Okay.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. I can see that.
So anyway,
Cool,
oh, here we go. All right. So Kaliff is going to scream through the caves, his voice echoing. The spirits speak to me of blood, so I shall deliver yours. And
Maritoba's going to do this.
he says that, and well, he's doing. It's a battle cry. It's got to be loud.
I'm just saying, through the caves when we're trying to
Yeah.
Be
Not-
quiet.
draw everything to us.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That just,
Yep, it
just
happens.
doesn't- it
Don't
plus
even
it's
worry
not
about it.
even
Don't
worth.
even worry
Alright.
about it. Anyway, with that, I'm going to position myself aside of Vandra, and I guess I'll swing at this thing. So I'm gonna punch it. With my-
Hopefully.
Okay, so it would be 156.
No,
56 doesn't hit.
it does not.
So after that, that would be 1. You know what? I have 3 attacks. I rolled. You see that?
That is a
I
12.
rolled a 12.
Oh,
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Well, that
it was
only
just
12.
a hit.
Okay.
Alright, but I landed a hit on the one Vandra attacked. So
Okay.
that would be MD14 plus 36. Okay, so that would be 17, and then my weapon. No, that would just be 5. So that is 19. No, 21 damage.
Okay.
But the pain train don't stop, baby.
Yes, Kevin.
Yeah. All right. So the first attack was a normal attack. So that would have been 4. So that would be 10. The one I used was a free attack. Does that chain or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So like the way my attacks work, after one lands, they keep going into the others. If I use a free
Your
one,
free attacks are now.
oh, the free attacks don't do that.
No.
What?
Oh, okay. So I was using that as a free attack, so it doesn't chain them. Dang. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and get my free attacks out of the way. So it would be 751. That would be 8. 54. No, that doesn't hit, does it? All right. Well, I have one more. Oh, that could possibly hit. That would be what? 60. 58.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Dang.
Well, that's what I did.
Awesome. And
How much did you
the rest of Wahuru
How much EP?
will see Akem
55.
ready something in the darkness. There's a shimmer that's going around her, but we can't really make out what it is. And just go on.
Go on, and then my job is going to roll. I'm going to roll impulse.
Okay. And with that, I was actually going to cut For
So,
the
Right when my
stream
was
to
about
ask
to do something. I see how you are.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was preparing
Come on,
to make
Fam.
it.
You let them LM and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm
I
saying?
was preparing the cliffhanger
Right.
of Akem, preparing something,
Nice.
and then
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger.
Nice.
Had to ruin it.
Yeah.
He's like, Marcopa's gonna do something now. I was like, well, now we all know, Camp Fam, there
Right.
was a plan for for this. So Camp Fam, we have a couple of questions for the guys
I got the
here.
questions. About to get the questions.
Question numero uno.
Quick, ask before you
What
ask.
is what?
Nothing. Just go.
Go.
What is the origin of the name Akem?
Oh, I can't answer this.
What you reading it for? Uh-oh, you losing EP.
No,
Ah,
no, literally.
All right.
It's Mika backwards. That's it.
What do you guys
all I
think?
got.
What's the question again?
What's the origin of the name
Akem?
Akem?
It's Chaluk'Sen. There we go.
I agree with Nick.
It's not. It's
Oh,
Zulu.
you saying you agree?
Yeah,
Nah,
You
nah,
agree?
it's Zulu.
I agree.
It's
It's
Zulu.
Mika backwards. I like that too.
Okay. Do you two have anything you guys want to say?
I don't think I'm allowed to say anything.
This guy over here reading and stuff.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the master.
Oh, he was.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can-
You were the Lord
Yeah.
Oh,
Master.
yeah.
Still take the EP.
I said, I take it back. My bad.
Right.
All right.
So for Cam Fam, Akem is Mika backwards. Thank you so much, Mika,
okay.
for just joining that stream, and just cheering us on, for a very, very long time. We really do appreciate that.
Thank you, Mika.
Mika.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Question 2.
But was
What
I
happened between?
wrong? Chaluk'Sen descent.
It's not.
No, you were wrong, baby.
No. Question number 2. Also, that's +1 for the answer. But question number 2. What happened between Lewano and Akem with the tattoo?
Oh, I got
Ooh, I
that.
think I know.
Okay. Go ahead, Stitch.
Yeah.
Stitch finally got something.
You
Come
know
on,
what I'm saying?
Stitch.
I've been taking notes, y'all. I've been taking notes.
Yes.
They just shook hands.
Watch him be wrong. Wait, there was a tattoo.
No, so what happened was there was like a
You know, he's not saying like what physically happened, like what happened.
it was a transferring of power.
Okay.
Okay. I think I got it.
So.
No, I mean,
Okay. Davy's next.
keep going.
No, I should be next. I said
We
it.
always bounce around.
I said it.
Davey said he's not ready.
Hold on.
Caleb and I want to
Caleb
go.
did say he was
Okay.
next.
Hold on. I thought Davy was right before or right after Mike when Mike said
No,
he was
that was
first.
Caleb.
No.
Okay, then Caleb, do your next.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think now this is out there. I don't expect to be right. But so you know how like Lewano has like the dead people? I think that tattoo is like holds the control over the dead people. And so he then gives that to Akem when he shakes the hand.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's an.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's okay. So that's your.
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, it's an.
Okay. Go ahead, Anthony.
I remember while they were talking about it to Kaliff, they described how Lewano has his role and they have their role, and so I feel like Lewano was able to store some sort of information or message in that tattoo that he was able to share to I can't think of the name, and it's literally just Mika back.
Wow. We
Akem,
just
I'm sorry.
had a question
No,
about
I'm
it.
sorry.
No, mine is 10 EP.
No.
Yeah.
See, Mika, he don't love you. Come on, man.
I know,
Let me give
right?
him props.
Sorry.
Ah, man.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Mika. Akem
Uh-huh.
is keeping information from Lewano through the tattoos.
I see.
You could think of it like a transferable memory, maybe.
I just can't believe that Mika cheered you on when you LM.
Sorry.
And
No,
now,
it's not like that. I apologize.
go ahead, Davey.
So Belac makes a lot of sense with his answer. But I feel like it's more of a protection sigil.
Okay.
It's like because they were led down there and then they passed it over to Akem. So then Akem is now leading. So I think it's
Okay.
it's either like a protection thing or it'll open because it's some type of magical power. It'll open something.
Okay.
That in there.
All right.
Now I left this open to anyone, but Dave, you will have to go last.
Wait, is it what's the dragon they are?
No, it is what is the Unterwild? Because Dave already gave us
Oh, I
a
know.
brief.
I know it.
Dang.
I know.
Go ahead,
You weren't
Caleb.
listening.
I was not listening.
Come on, Uncle Mike.
I said it first.
So,
He did say Belac did.
Okay, go ahead, Caleb. I saw you.
Okay. So the Unterwild is part of the Unterland. It makes up most of the Underland. The Unterwild takes up most of the Unterland. It is what isn't claimed like as a civilization, and so it's just overrun by like monsters and things that like can't come into the civilization because of like the guards and stuff. So yeah, it's really dangerous to go out there. So yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Go ahead, Anthony.
So the whole point of the Unterwild is like it's tunnels and like part of the Unterland that's like very massive area, but it's hard to inhabit. Like there's no resources, there's not a lot of plant life, and the things that live there are very harsh and dangerous because there's nothing to live off of. So if you live in the Unterwild, you're probably the biggest of the bad, of the biggest of the bad. And so, people develop communities around the resources so that way, they don't have to deal with the Unterwild while they're in the Unter.
And the
Okay.
resources is water.
Well, water
Wow.
is
Wow. Sis. Oh man,
there is
you
water
really
there.
killed it
Yes.
there, man. Way to come in with that valuable information.
Very valuable.
Go ahead, Davey.
The Unterwild is in our is anarchy. Essentially, it's
Anarchy. Woo.
Just big words. All three.
Anarchy. That's 3 syllables.
It's a place where
Anarchy.
it's a real it's a dog eat dog world. It's there are small resources, so you gotta fight to go. It's like a king of the hill situation. You gotta fight. You gotta protect that. You can't trust people, but you can't. You just gotta do your own thing and hope you survive.
Did someone say propane?
Okay. I liked a lot of your answers. Dave, would you like to clean up?
No, I mean they in a nutshell, that's right.
Yes, sir.
But just think about it as
3 syllables.
all the creatures there
Water.
try to kill you. And even a lot of the
Unterland.
plants are carnivorous, and so there are not a lot of resources. Most humanoids, or at least sentient humanoids, try to avoid going through there. There have been many legends about troops that have gone through there and never been seen again. So the Unterwild is not somewhere that people love to hang out.
Good luck.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's where we at.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I'm
see,
tallying
that's
up.
not
I'm
there.
tallying up some
Okay.
stuff. All right. I have 2 questions left. The question y'all have been waiting for.
Yes.
What kind of dragon
I got it.
was it?
I got a second.
It's a celestial.
Was Zinkori? Okay, go ahead, Caleb.
It's a celestial dragon.
Go ahead, Stitch.
It's a Verum.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it's a forest dragon.
Go ahead, Davey.
Oh,
It was between 2 offers for me, and then like sold it.
I feel like it is a young
Oh, God.
Yay!
A
Not
young
making
dragon.
it so
Woo!
complicated.
What?
Yeah,
It's a young
Come on.
Virum.
There you go. You're right.
Okay.
You get, if
Nah,
I'm
y'all
wrong,
were
if
all
I'm
wrong.
Yes, you're
It's me.
Can
I'm
I
right.
pick? Can I say? Can I guess?
You know it, but okay.
He said okay.
I think it is also a young celestial.
Yes, sir.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sold it with like the main.
Right.
Yep.
Just a
you
tiny
let
dragon.
me down. I believed in you.
Yeah, it was between
It's-
Virum and Celestial
Yeah.
because the only two
Yeah.
I were Vandra.
Hey,
and
but I did
Vandra,
say young.
so-
Was a
So-
bit real the shift change.
Okay. The last question,
Shift shades.
and I want to see if you guys caught it. I don't know if you did, but what two kinds of trees made the elpin leaf?
The Elpin leaf?
Yeah.
It's a mix between an open tree and a.
A leaf tree.
No.
No,
Come on, guys.
Wait, no. It's a. I know. I remember what it was.
Can I go on this one too?
Yeah, you can go, but you have to go
I'll go-
last since you
I'll go last.
super
I'll go
I
last.
confident.
remember.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'll go last.
It's an oak, and
Maple.
no, like the moss ones.
Can't help you.
Dang it.
All right, we'll just lock that in while you're thinking about it. Go ahead, Caleb. What are you thinking?
No, sir.
Caleb's got no guesses.
Okay,
No,
Anthony.
I got to guess. I got
I'm
to
sorry,
guess.
Uriah. The only trees I can recall you talking about is the sequoia one from the.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
that's fair.
I'll say
Um,
I'll say it's a sequoia tree and an oak tree.
Okay, go ahead.
Maple and oak for no
Okay.
reason.
I'm gonna say
Stitch.
a weeping willow and an apple tree.
Okay, now let's. What do you have, David?
I'm thinking an elm and a pine.
Oh, okay. You guys are all incorrect except Dave. You were super close with one of them, so I'll give you one. It was an elm and aspen.
That's what it was.
Yup.
Gotcha.
And I was alluding to it with the discovery of the elm and aspen leaves
Yeah, I could.
before the
Thank you.
cross. But yes, that was good. Camp fam, it's been so much fun to just hang out with you guys and have another stream, another episode of EverMore with EverLore. Guys, before we head out, be sure to tell your friends about this twitch.tv/EverLore game. Be sure to check us out at manchildltd.com. We've got some awesome things in store for you. And be sure to give us a follow, a like, comment, and just blow us up on our social media at EverLore Game. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at EverLore Game. And Cam fam, remember, no matter who you are, this game
is for you.
Yes, Cam fam, we'll see you.
Buy merch, please.
He
Why
said
you gotta say please? Come on, man.
No, you have to be
You
polite.
got,
I can't just order
with
them to
conviction,
buy our
man.
merch.
And so I always wear the EverLore hoodies when I'm not here, but every single time
See,
I'm
that's
on the
just not
stream,
how
I
it's
just
supposed to work.
wear